immediately he dropped me in front of my house. I called my cousin. I was like, yo, I was shaking. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe. So today's video is going to be a story time. I asked you guys about 2 weeks ago if you guys would love to see story time videos, like a story time series on my channel, and most of you said yes. Some people said they want to see more of Get Ready With Me's, but I can't incorporate Get Ready With Me's with story times because that would be so distracting. So I wanted to do it. I'm going to be doing it separately. So the first story time I have, as you guys can see from the title, is being stranded on a date. So guys, this happened about a year ago. Yeah, it's not up to a year, about 6 months ago or so. This was like my first official date with somebody. Like, you know, when you get all glammed and beautiful and dressed for a date, that was what this date was about. So I was super excited about it. But first of all, before I get into this story, please, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. We are on our way to 100. Oh my god, why am I laughing at myself? I'm on my way to 100 subscribers, so please help me join the family. I have so much fun videos coming up soon, so please subscribe to my channel and please comment down below. Yeah, let's get into this video. So like I said, this was my first official date with somebody for the first time in my life. So I had to get all glammed and all, you know, soused up, and I did my nails, I fixed my hair, you know, I was looking all, you know, good and scrumptious. So then I was so broke. Like guys, I was broke. But you know this thing they say about like not showing it, like show the guy that you own it. See, that thing can make you depressed. Don't go all out for any guy if you don't have the money. Like I feel like, not that I feel like, I was trying to impress, you know. I was trying to impress him and like show him that what he's trying to give me, I can give myself, you know, that kind of thing. So I ordered an Uber, which came right in front of my house to pick me. And yeah, I ordered the Uber to take me there and bring me back. So it was a fancy restaurant, I'm not going to call the name. And everything was beautiful. It was a dining, like a private dining kind of thing. And it was amazing. Like the setting was beautiful, everything was amazing. I got there and you know, everything was vibing. The vibe was great, awesome. You know, it was private, so we had our space to ourselves. Okay, the date keeps going on and on and on. The meal there, oh my god, the food there was the food there was amazing. Everything was great. We had wine, you know, everything was good. The guy is the guy is rich. Like he kind of has the money. So yeah, everything was okay, everything was perfect, the date was going well. And so it keeps going on and on and on. We were seeing the movie because the place has like a TV and everything. So we were seeing the movie, we were eating, we were vibing, everything was going great. So it gets to the point where it's time to pay the bill, you know. And this guy, okay, the waiter comes inside with, okay, sorry, I'm skipping too much. So when we were ordering the food, the meal we were going to eat, I was trying to like, let me just order something small that I can pay for if this guy disappoints me, you know, that kind of thing. Let me just order according to what I have in my pocket, you know. So I ordered I'm not going to put too much details because this person might be watching. Anyways, so I ordered something that I could pay for, and then I ordered a drink plus the wine he ordered for the both of us. So everything was okay. The bill comes, and mind you, you have to pay per hour. So the amount of time you spend there, you have to pay for it. So we spent about, like, I think 4 hours. Trust me, I do not know how time flies. I did not know that time was just flying. And I didn't even know you had to pay for that place. That was stupid. Okay, even if you had to pay for that place, I was thinking that maybe you should pay for how many hours you. Okay, that doesn't. Come think of it, that doesn't actually make any sense now. It was right. Yeah, you have to pay after you stay, just so that you won't exceed your time. But according to this guy, he says he already told them how many hours he was going to stay, and yes, you said you told them how many hours you're going to stay, so you should be checking your time, like how many hours are we going to stay here since you've not paid, that kind of thing. So they brought the bill, and the bill goes, wow, the bill was huge. It was huge, and I was confused, like, this wasn't what I saw on your menu. This wasn't the amount that I saw on your menu for my food. So I was so confused, and I was trying to, like, let him explain what was going on, like the waiter. And he goes, I don't even know what he was saying, but I was trying not to be embarrassed, and the guy I was with was already freaking out. And I was like, oh my god, not today, not ever. Like, never would I be stranded in a restaurant on my first date with somebody, my first date, official date ever. So it was very embarrassing. So I was like, I couldn't. One mistake I made is that I would have told the waiter to step aside, like, to excuse us, so that we can talk, about it, because the guy was freaking out. He was like, I was like, this guy, you always, like, act like you're boxed up. You have, like, all everything. He drives, and I don't say that driving is, like, makes you. It doesn't. I know driving gives this illusion of money, but it's not always that way. But I feel like that was what I was mistaking. His house is amazing, like, and he drives. He has a house. He just, when you see a rich guy, he's rich. So he was giving me all those vibes, and I did not even know. I don't say he wasn't rich. Maybe he was trying to test me. Up to today, I don't actually understand. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know what he was trying to achieve. I don't know if he was actually broke, or he was just trying to test me. But don't play like that. Don't play like that. Like, I don't like it. So the waiter was still there. So this guy goes, do you have any money on you? And I'm like, what do you mean by? I was shocked. I was shook. I was like, what? That kind of, like, I don't even know what to say. I was really shaking. I was fidgeting. So he goes, do you have any money on you? And I'm like, whoa. And mind you, the waiter is still in front of us, and I'm like, I couldn't even, I couldn't get it right. Like, it just did not make any sense to me. It still doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. But that's by the way. So he says that, and I'm like, yeah, I have some money in my account. And he's like, okay, because I think we have to share the bill. We have to share the bill. Like, I did not want to freak out. I was trying to be all calm and collected and, like, act like I have it, even though I was dying inside. And I was like, okay, fine, yeah. I was like, yeah, I have some money in my account. We can split the bill if that's what you want. So he was like, yeah, we have to split the bill, because that wasn't what he that wasn't what he budgeted for. And I'm like, okay, you know what, first of all, I'm not mad about splitting bills, honestly, but if we are going to split the bill, what, just tell me so I'm ready for anything that would happen. What if I don't have the money? You're taking me out, you said you want to take me out on a date, you chose the location, you chose everything, I mean, man, I was so stupid. Like, I just felt so stupid. Like, how could this happen to me? How could I let this happen to me? But you know what? It wasn't my fault again. So we splitted the bill, and that day, I was pissed. Like, I was mad at myself. I was mad at him. So I called the Uber guy, and because when the whole thing was going on, I already called the Uber guy to come and pick me up, because I just didn't understand what was going on. It's not like I was trying to run away or anything. No, I wasn't going to run away at all, except I did not have the money. I'm just kidding. But I wasn't going to run away anyways. So we are at the stairs going out, and he's like, because, okay, let me tell you guys what happened. In the process of splitting the bill, he brings out this boy doesn't even pay with his credit card or his debit card or whatever. He brings out cash, and I don't want to mention how much he brought out, but in all honesty, with everything I have, I paid higher than he paid. He ate more than me. He ate something worth more than what I ate, but I ended up paying ×2 of what he paid. Like, why am I saying ×2? I just paid higher than what he paid. And I felt so stupid. I felt so used in a way. Like, I felt sad. So before I went downstairs, we were at the stairs going down. So this guy tells me, I'll pay you back. I'm like, what? What is I'll pay you back? Like, I was I was still quiet. Like, see, one thing about me, I'm not that outspoken. To an extent, I am outspoken, but to an extent, I'm very calm. Like, I don't want to create a scene. I always want to avoid anything that will make me create a scene. Like, I just don't like the idea of being too, so I was trying to keep it cool. I was trying to be calm. I was trying to be collected. I was trying to not do too much. So so he says, I'm going to give you the money later. And I'm like, I was like, no, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, I was like, why won't I say it's fine? Like, I mean, some people will call me stupid. I called myself stupid 1,001 times, but that was what I could. I was in shock. Like, I was in shock. You guys should tell me what you guys would have done if you were in my position, because I would like to know, honestly. But I was in shock. Because I dressed to impress. I did everything to impress. I even took an Uber when I could take a keke. When I could take keke na pep to drop me in front of the place and just vamoose without him even knowing. I had to take an Uber. I had to pay for an Uber going and coming back. Like, come back and pick me kind of thing. When I could just walk out and take a keke. When I could just walk out and take a keke. Like, it was honestly like one of the worst experiences I've ever had, because I've never been so embarrassed in my life like that. So, moving on, I entered the Uber. So he was on our way going back home. I was so quiet. Excuse me. On our way going back home, I was so quiet. So the Uber guy kept on staring, like giving me side eyes, and he was like, what's the problem? So like, I just like it when people show concern. Like, it meant a lot, even though it might seem like it was nothing, but it just meant a lot to see that someone actually wanted to share in my sorrow. Like, not that I want somebody to be bothered by my problems, but but just the fact that he wanted to know what was wrong, because I wasn't as vibrant as I was earlier. So I told him, I didn't tell him what had happened, but I told him that the date did not go well because he knew I was going on a date. Like, we just built a kind of bond when he was bringing me back. I won't say bond, but we were kind of cool already. So I told him that the date didn't just go well. So he's like, oh, is it like, did you guys break up? That was what he said. So I was like, no, it's just that I budgeted for something and I had to pay times 2 of what I budgeted for. So he's like, oh, he's so sorry, you know. And he actually slashed the price because he was supposed to take me for an amount, and he slashed the price. Like, he told me not to pay the full price, the full amount, which I was very grateful for. Immediately he dropped me in front of the house. I called my cousin. I was like, yo, I was shaking. I was like telling her, ranting about what happened, and she felt so bad. She's the sweetest girl ever, honestly. Like, she felt so bad. I felt so ashamed because, you know, you guys don't understand. Like, now it's a story, because when I look back at it, I'm like, it still hurts me, honestly. Like, it still hurts me. So yeah, we've come to the end of my story time for today, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this story. I have so many other stories to tell you guys, so please give me a thumbs up to know that you guys are enjoying this video. Subscribe to my channel, click on the post notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post a new video, and with that, I'll see you guys in my next video.